Hello everyone, welcome to Easy Learning. Today we're going to learn about exponent. So first thing we'll do is look into the equation definition first. So this is the definition of exponent. So an exponent is a quantity representing the power to which a given number or expression is to be raised. For example, 2 to the power 3, we can say 2 times 2 times 2, which is equal to 8. If we have 2 to the power 4, then we can do 2 to the power 4 is 2 to the power 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So multiply 2 with itself 4 times. Same thing goes with the variables. X to the power 4 1 x dot x dot x dot x. So there is today we're going to talk about very fundamental formulas of exponent, multiplication and division. So can I squeeze it? Yeah, okay, I can. That's good. Okay, so first thing I'd like to say, two very fundamental thing is if we have exponent to the zero exponent, you can always write it as 1. This is a very basic one. So let's say you have million and power of 0, you'll still gonna get 1. If we have x to the power 0, you're still going to get 1. And another thing I would like to mention is a to the power negative n, you can write as a to the power 1 over a to the power n. So if you want to have a positive answer, this is the way to get it. So you just inverse it, and whatever is your power, you just become positive, and it's 1 over that. So let's see, if we had 3 to the power negative 3, then we can write 3 to the power 1 over 3 to the power 3. So we write it in inverse format and it gives you a positive answer. It's just for convenience. If you don't want to write it like this, it's all good. So we'll look into the multiplication. Sorry, multiplication. Okay, so the rule of multiplication is if you have the same number or same variables, and if you multiply them, and if they have different exponents, you can add the exponent. For example, a to the power n times a to the power m, you can write a to the power n plus m. It can have the same exponent. Sorry. So if you have same exponent, you add the same exponent. If you but the main thing is you have to have the same numbers or same variables, then you can add their exponent. Let's look into an example for, let's say 2 to the power 2 dot 2 to the power 3. We can write 2 to the power 2 plus 3, which is equal to 2 to the power 5. If we have let's say x to the power 3 dot x to the power 4, you can write x to the power 3 plus 4 is equal to x to the power 7. Same with the variables. So this is the rule of multiplication. When you have same number or same variables, or we can say if we have the same base, we can when you multiply those, we can add their exponent. For division, it's just the other way around. So we'll look into the division too. Okay, division rule. So, okay, so it's going to be a to the power m divided by a to the power n, then you can write a to the power m minus n. It's just opposite. Instead of adding the exponent, you subtract the exponent. For example, if you have 2 to the power 4 and 2 to the power 2, you can write 2 to the 4 minus 2. So you subtract the exponent of the numerator from the exponent of the denominator. So let's say if we have 2 to the power 2 divided by 2 to the power 4, it's gonna be 2 to the power 2 to the power 2 minus 4 is equal to 2 to the power negative 2. And like we learned that formula, we can if we want to convert it into positive, we can do it here. So we can write 1 over 2 to the power 2. It's all up to you if you want to do it, if you want to do the conversion. But for some cases it's easier, more convenient to do that. But like I said, it's totally up to you if you want to follow that rule or not. Okay, so now we'll look into a few examples. So Let's continue example. See ax, right? Example 1. So let's say x y x plus x y3. So I am assuming that you already know how to simplify the equation. So but I'm going to say it one more time just for your understanding. So we will multiply xy with x1 and xy with xy3 once. So let's say xy dot x plus xy dot xy3. Okay, so we have simplified the equation already. So now we have x and x. So we can only do, like I said, I keep repeating, we can only do if we have the same number or the same variable or the same base, then only we can, when you multiply, we can add their exponent. So in both the cases, x has an exponent of 1, so we can write 1 plus 1, and y we leave it as it is because there is no more y. And in this case we can write x 1 plus 1 again, and then y 1 plus 3. So if you do not have anything on top, we assume that it's 1. It is 1 actually, because we don't, if nothing means it's 1 there. If you, instead of writing 1, we just write just y. If we had any number apart from y, then we write the number y to the power 2, x to the power 2, to the power 2. But 1 we don't write it because it's no point of writing it. That's why, just to simplify things, because 1 to the power 1, it will be the same thing, so it doesn't change, it doesn't do anything to the number. So if you have 1 to the power y to the power 1 is going to be y, or y is equal to also y. You know what I mean, it doesn't make any difference. So any number with the power of 1 stays the same number, so that's why no point of putting the power as 1. Anyways, if you want to write it, you can write it. Now let's look into another example, x2. So let's say x2 y3 y3x plus xy. Okay, so same thing, we'll simplify the equations. X2 y3 dot y3x plus x2 y3 dot xy. Okay, so we'll add the exponents of the x. So it's gonna be 2 plus 3, and y is gonna be 3 plus 3. No, actually, sorry, I made a mistake here, sorry about that. So okay, so x to the power 2 plus 1 and y to the power 3 plus 3. And for the other side, other part of it, it's going to be x to the power 2 plus 1 and y to the power 3 plus 1. So, okay, so finally we will have x to the power 3 and y to the power 6 plus x to the power 3 and y to the power 4. That's going to be our final answer. Okay, so now we'll see an example which is a combination of division and multiplication. So let's say example 3. So let's say if we have x2 x3 1, sorry, see, oh, sorry again. So let's see if we have x3y plus y x2, and we're dividing by x2y. So we'll do, we can solve it in either way. Either we do the multiplication first and we do the division after. We can do the division first and multiplication after. We're going to get the same result at the end. So let's do that. In our case, I'll do the multiplication first and division after, and then I'll just to prove that whichever you do get the same answer, we'll do the both. We'll do the other method at the end as well. So let's look at it. Okay, so it's gonna be x to the power x2 y2 dot x3. So my handwriting is getting bad. There's something. Okay, there is something going on here which I don't know what's going on. So we'll just cross it out this line. We'll start from here. So x2 y2 dot x3y plus x2 y2 y dot yx2, and at the bottom we have x2 y. Sorry about that, I don't know why it wasn't working. I'll just try one more time, but still it does the same thing, so I'll just leave it as it is. I'll actually try to go back. Just sorry for the trouble. Okay, I'll go back. Okay, so I will actually ignore this line and I'll start it again. Sorry about that, folks. So we'll have x2 y2 dot x3y x2 y2 dot yx2. At the bottom we have x2 y. Okay, so this 2 doesn't look good to me. x2 y. Okay, so this is a 2. Okay, so x2 y. Okay, now so using the multiplication rule we're going to add it. So x2 plus 3 and y2 plus 1 plus x2 plus 2 y2 plus 1. At the bottom we have x2 y. Okay, the final answer will be x to the power 5 2 plus 3 5 y to the power 3 2 plus 1 3 x to the power 4 and y to the power 3 and x to the power 2y. Now we will do the division. In division we know we subtract the exponents, we can break up the equations. X to the power 5 y3 divided by x2y x2y plus x to the power 4 y3 divided by x2y. So we will subtract. So x to the power 5 minus 2 y to the power 3 minus 1 plus x to the power 4 minus 1 y to the power 3 minus 1. And what are you left with? X to the power 5 minus 2 is 3, y to the power 2 plus x to the power 3 and y to the power 2. And as we see, they're same numbers, or how to say, like in algebraic format, x3 y2 x3 y2, they have the same algebraic format, so we can add it. So we can write 2 x3 y2. So let's look into this again and see if we have made any mistakes. So let's actually squeeze it in. x5 y3, good, and x4 y3, that's good again. And then if we divide it, x fine, so it's gonna be x3 y2 and x3 y2. Actually I made a mistake here, so that's why I was rechecking it. So instead of, because it was a power of 2, so it's gonna be 4 minus 2, so it's gonna be x to the power 2 y to the power 2. So now we don't have the same, so it's x and x's are different, so we cannot add this anymore, so we'll just leave it as it is. So I'll quickly go do the same thing using the division method first. Okay, method 2, method 2. Okay, okay, something got erased here. It's gonna be x2, so 4 minus 2. Something is wrong with this, either my pen or the software. I don't know what's going on, so next time I'll try to fix it. Okay, looks good now. Okay, so we'll resolve this equation. Sorry about that. I'll try to squeeze it in here, so I'll use the actual method to here first, right? So x2 y2 x2 y2, and we'll do the division first like I said. So actually I'll just directly jump into the next line. So it's gonna be x2 y2 divided by x2y, and then x3y yx2 yx2. Okay, okay, so in this part we'll do the division first. So x2 minus 2 and y 2 minus 1, and then we leave it as it is inside the bracket. X2. Okay, so it's going to be x to the power 0 y to the power 1 x3y yx2. Okay, so far so good. Okay, so as we learned in the beginning of the lecture, x to the power 0 is going to be 1, so only thing we are left is y, and we have x3 and y x2. So we are only left with y outside of the bracket, so we'll multiply x3 y1 plus 1 and y1 plus 1 x2. So final answer will be x3 y2 x2 y2. So we solved it using both the methods, and we can see the answer is same for both the cases. They have the same answer. Either you do the division first or multiplication first, it doesn't matter. We're going to get the same answer at the end. So this is the answer for method 2, x3 y2 x2 y2. And if we do the if we go check the answer of the other one, it's the same. So that's it for today. Thank you guys. Don't forget to subscribe to our page and like our page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you very much. We'll get back to you soon. Thank you. Have a good day.